Hey friends, I know it's been a while since I was in Japan, but I really wanted to show our adventure on the last night of our trip. It's our last night, I'm out of money. We all kind of feel like we're ready to just board a plane and go home. But we have a few hours to kill before we spend the night in a manga cafe. Oh yeah, one more thing, our pocket Wi-Fi is dead. So we're just getting around Shibuya with our memory and our sense of direction, which I have none of. But luckily, Chris is pretty good.
Sometimes.
And Joe just got us to Shibuya Station. I just rearranged my luggage for the stuff that I need tonight because the manga cafe has these lockers, but they're a lot smaller. And so all of these 600 ones are ours with all of our luggage. After safely stowing our luggage at Shibuya Station, we decided to stock up on some of our favorite konbini things. I loved all of the pre-made food and snacks at convenience stores in Japan. After stocking up on snacks for the next day, we went to our favorite fast food chain in Japan, First Kitchen, for dinner. The mascot for First Kitchen is a silly wrestler. I really like this mascot. This restaurant has lots of options for food, including burgers, sandwiches, chicken, also pasta and flavored French fries.
Maybe it's a 0-calorie version. It is. That's why it has a lot of aspartame.
Did you get the same flavor?
Nope. I got Kogashi butter shoyu. It's my favorite.
What did you get, Joe?
The same as you.
Well, we got spicy curry. It's really good. A Coke float is the perfect combination with spicy curry fries because it's like cools you down.
The spice.
Yeah, dairy offsets the spice. Then we headed over to our home for the night, rather than stay at another Airbnb for one night because we had just come back from Osaka and we would only be in the Tokyo area for one night before we traveled home. We wanted to try living like we missed the last train and had to stay out overnight. The manga cafe was on a floor above the arcade in this building. We have reached our home for the night. It's an arcade with a manga cafe on top where we're gonna stay. And so now I'm ready to play games. We explored each level of the arcade very thoroughly, playing lots of games. Welcome to the first floor of our home. Crane games. Every arcade we went to in Japan had this game with crazy long lines. It seemed to be super popular and we didn't get a chance to actually play it until then. It was a very quick, complex rhythm game with lots of keys. But I did pretty okay, just button mashing. Oh!
How do you feel?
My hands hurt! Fun fact, in Japan, boys can't go into Pirikura sections without being with a girl. The top level of the arcade was a gambling area, and I felt really uncomfortable filming it because everyone there was very serious. So I didn't film it. Although the arcade was open 24 hours, we exhausted everything and went up to the manga cafe. We booked our 10 hours and began to explore. It was basically like staying in a library, which was really cool. But a manga library, with aisles and aisles and aisles of manga. And also magazines and books. In between the aisles of books, there were aisles of cubicles where you stay. Women and men were separated in different areas. and you could choose different styles of cubicles. Mine had a couch bed and a separate desk. Welcome to MTV Cribs. Here's Chris's crib. That it. Can you lay completely down?
Yeah, if I totally stretch and touch it, that happens.
I grabbed some fun fashion magazines, of course, and some hentai, as you do. Real casual, no big deal. I had quite a relaxing evening with my smut. I really enjoy being in small spaces, so I had a really comfortable night's sleep and really enjoyed being at this manga cafe. I kind of wish there was something like this in Canada or on the western side of the world, but I feel like people would abuse it. I don't know. It was just nice to have this kind of communal living space, temporary thing where we could just read, and I felt very safe the whole time. The door did lock on my cubicle. The next day I did my makeup entirely with products I bought from Daiso because I forgot my makeup in the suitcase that we stored at Shibuya Station. We got up and got ready to face our long journey home to Canada. Good morning, now we're back in the arcade downstairs. Just checked out, now we're in our first story of our home. I had such an incredible, amazing time in Japan. Like, it's beyond words. I can't even describe it. I have a whole playlist of my Japan adventures. Feel free to check those out. If you've already seen them, hey, maybe you want to go have a refresher and check them out again. Of course, as always, stay lovely.